All right, this Brock Purdy situation is definitely turning into exactly that, a situation where we're trying to figure out what is going on. If you didn't know, Brock Purdy was supposed to have a media availability today. Last second, it got squashed. They decided that he wasn't going to speak to the media because he was having treatment done on his shoulder. It was earlier reported that he was seen throwing at practice. Matt Mayoko reported that there was discomfort in the throwing shoulder and he had left practice. So Kyle Shanahan joins KMBR to give an update on Brock Purdy. So take a listen to what he had to say, and then we'll kind of talk about it on the other side.
And I know it's Thursday. We don't want to give away state secrets or anything like that. We've talked about this type of stuff with injuries. But Brock at practice today, there was a report that he didn't complete the practice. Is there any comment on that or anything that you can tell us?
Yeah, he was still limited today, so we wanted to, he didn't do as much yesterday, did a little bit more today, but by no means was he doing his normal workload. Went out there and did a little bit, and then went back in about halfway through and rested his arm up and just continuing in his rehab. So hopefully it'll be feeling great on Sunday.
So to recap, Brock Purdy was a limited participant today. They said he did a little bit more than what he did yesterday. However, what they're saying is that when he left to go inside the building, he never returned. So he went in to go get treatment, and was why he missed the media availability, because he was getting treatment. So if I had to give you my honest opinion on this, this isn't trending in the right direction. This isn't kind of what you want to see. And so this is where we're at. The next kind of point in this situation is tomorrow. Obviously, what is Brock Purdy's practice availability for tomorrow? Does he do more than what he did today? And does he actually practice? Also, will he speak to the media? Because they pushed back his media availability to tomorrow, or the starting quarterbacks, whoever's going to start. So that could be Brandon Allen. That could be Joshua Dobbs. This is going to be quite the interesting situation, because obviously it could still be Brock that goes out and speaks to the media. But if they determine, like a game time situation, like they've done before with, they tested Trent Williams before the game to see if he was able to go, I would imagine they would do the same. And if they feel that he can't go, then obviously they would go to their backup quarterback. So I don't know. This one's a more interesting situation, at least regarding. I think it's because it's the quarterback, and obviously it's an injury to his throwing shoulder, so it's an interesting one to track, to say the least. I haven't experienced kind of this set of circumstances um, with the 49ers and an injury up until this point, so uh, definitely an interesting situation. It feels a little weird, feels a little yucky, because it I don't know. It doesn't feel like Brock is trending in the right direction. Now, Kyle Shanahan didn't give a strong indication one way or the other on his availability. It sounds like he's hopeful that he's feeling better when it's all said and done. But hopeful isn't saying Brock is playing or anything like that. So um yeah, man, it's quite the development that we have on our hands with this Brock Purdy situation. I would say, if I had to give you my gut response and instinct to it, is that he's trending in the wrong direction. This isn't typically like, you didn't want to see Brock have to miss an availability because he was getting treatment. And then we're kind of connecting the dots. Matt Mayoko reported that he was having some shoulder soreness. That's what triggered him to go in and get the treatment. Um, And, again, Shanahan didn't clear anything up really, non-committal with, the answers and where we currently stand with that situation. So I don't know. I would say if you're a 49er fan and you want to know who's going to be the quarterback on Sunday, I would just say be mentally prepared for anything to happen. Whether it's Brandon Allen going out there, maybe Joshua Dobbs, not really sure. I would assume Brandon Allen is the next man up. He's been quarterback 2 since the end of training camp when they named him quarterback 2. So, uh, yeah, I would say that we're definitely not any clearer than what we were with all the situation and how it played out today. And if it's still bothering him that much that he's not practicing and he's having to get treatment and they're having to push back media availabilities, that's again, we're trying to identify the trends of practice to kind of help us quantify what to expect for the game. And he is trending down towards playing. So, but again, it doesn't mean that he can't play and it doesn't mean that he won't play. It just means he is trending in the wrong direction that we were hopefully looking for from today's practice updates. So, that's it. I wanted to give it to you. I wanted you to be able to hear directly from Kyle Shanahan on the matter, um, and get hear it directly from him. Give you my thoughts on it, and that's where I think we're at. Is I think we don't know who is going to be the starting quarterback for the 49ers this Sunday. So I'm curious if you guys have any thoughts on this. What's your interpretation of how these past 2 practices have panned out for Brock Purdy? Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.